The Broncos believe in Patrick Surtain II. And this is a great parallel to the Jamar Chase situation. Surtain, a first-round pick the same year. 3 years in, 2 years left.
Right.
Broncos could have had him this year for about $3 million, not a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Then the fifth-year option after that. And what they could have done is they could have waited until after this year and offered him exactly what he got yesterday. 4 years, $96 million, $24 million per year APY. The prior record was 21. So they could have waited until after the season. He would have carried the injury risk all year long, the risk of catastrophic injury and also career-changing injury that you recover from. You can still play, but you're not the same guy and you never get this money. They did it now. They did the right thing. They gave it to him now. This is how the properly functioning football organizations reward great young talent who pays off. We cashed in our lottery ticket with our first-round pick. We got a great player. We're giving him his money after 3 years. We're not going to play this game of trying to get the fourth year cheap before we pay him, because I guarantee you it would have been very similar next year, the deal that he got today. So good for the Broncos to do the right thing by the player and the right thing when it comes to building a culture where you reward greatness, and it sends a message to all the players. If you take care of business, you don't have to wait. We're not going to screw you. We're going to pay you.
Right. I mean, he's super talented. He's done all the right things. There doesn't seem to be any distraction, department or anything like that with Patrick Surtain. And he's clearly, right, you look at him, and I don't think you talk to anybody in football, myself included, and what I think, clearly one of the 2 or 3 best corners in football. I mean, it's Surtain or really Sauce Gardner is the first 2 names that come to everybody's mouth, I think, when they talk about the top corners in the game right now, right? So it is a good thing. And then, of course, with Vance Joseph and how they play on D, he is a little bit of a guy going back to his days even in Arizona with Patrick Peterson. He'll play man-to-man with a Surtain and then play zone with everybody else. He'll use combination coverages the right way to use a Patrick Surtain. So good for him. No-brainer here, like you said. He's a corner piece of the franchise, and why wait and mess around with something like this?
And you mentioned Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Jets take care of him after 3 years, or they're going to play this game. Hey, look, it's a low amount for year 4. We'll just pay him that money after year 4. This is going to be one of those things that you point to. Dysfunctional teams do dysfunctional things, and the Jets have been dysfunctional. If they screw around with Sauce Gardner and don't pay him 24.1, 24.5, 25 million APY next year, that's a sign that they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, you're right. And, hey, the corner market, you alluded to Micah Parsons in the last segment and what he said. It is odd that it hasn't, maybe kept pace with wide receivers or anything like that. But I think right now we look at it and there's a lot of good corners. Maybe there's no, Deons of the world or Champ Baileys out there quite yet, right? So I think that's affected it. We're just in a little era, right? Jalen Ramsey's kind of out of his prime. So there's not that group of special guys. And I think the other thing that plays into it is a lot of teams have looked at the corner market and just gone, some of these offenses and receivers are too good that there's no guy that can cover some of these people all the time like the old days and with all the different formations and motions. And I think that's hurt their value.
We got to take a break. You know why?
Why?
Because the guys who could do that are playing receiver now.
Well, there's definitely
you're stuck and you used to not be able to transfer. It used to be a major pain in the ass.
Right.
So they want me to play corner. What am I going to do? I'm going to go sit out a year, play somewhere else. I guess I'll play corner. Now they tell you you're going to play corner. You say, go screw yourself. I'm going to another team and I'll play receiver next year.
Right. That's definitely a possibility.
And the money's there.
Right.
The fame is there. The best athletes for that skill set generally are, I think, skewing toward receiver. I think it's that simple.
I would say so. Right. I mean, most kids growing up, they want to be on the highlights of the guy running and catching the ball for a touchdown.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.